And this is Healthy Aging, and I am Barbara James. I studied gerontology, so I know about these aging bodies. Here's what I know, and here's what I learned in school, is how to do research, and I encourage you guys to research everything. I love to research statistics. Here's what the statistic of the day is, and this should really get you to think. So listen to this. In 2002, and you could get these statistics too, and on the YouTube, I put all my references. In the US, and when I mean US, I'm talking about you, Q listeners, you're the US, spent $195 billion on prescription drugs. In 2022, the US, you, Q family, spent nearly $603 billion on prescription drugs. 20 years later, we went from nearly $2 billion to $6 billion. The United States is the #1 country of prescription drug use. But in that same time frame, our life expectancy was reduced for the first time in forever. Our life expectancy went down. Now, Costa Rica, who barely uses drugs, prescription drugs, their life expectancy is, wait for it, Q family, 85. Ours went down to 76.4. I was shocked when I heard all of this and I started researching at the show. And this was out of an article in Harvard, article from Harvard. The U.S. also has the highest maternal and infant mortality rates. Really? Our young are dying and committing suicide? And I love the article for this quote, and I'm going to quote, "We have a sick care system, but an inadequate healthcare system." So we have a wonderful sick care system, but a very inadequate healthcare system. When I read those words, I was shocked, because how in the world are we taking more prescription drugs and living shorter lives? It doesn't make sense to me. You should be infuriated. Each one of you should be infuriated. We're spending all of this money on prescription drugs, and yet we're not getting the benefit of a longer life. The U.S. has a shorter lifespan. And think about the Bible and how many people actually got sick there. We don't hear a lot about that unless God, threw a plague or whatever. Now, there was another article too, and the title of the article was "Life Expectancy in the U.S. Dropped for the Second Year in a Row in 2021. So 2 years in a row, the life expectancy dropped. And when they talk about life expectancy at birth, what they determine in population health is that when a child is born, they put together all the different factors and things that could happen and all the reasons, and then they determine right when you're born what they believe that the outcome of your life will be based on certain criteria. I'm guessing obesity has a lot to do with the reduction in lifespan, and things like heart disease, liver, cirrhosis, suicide. They all play into this. So I ask you, Q family, and you know that I love you, but I'm here to challenge you. What are we doing to our grandkids, Q family? What kind of habits are we instilling on them? Are they watching us drink? Are they watching us? Are we obese? Are they watching us gossip? Are they watching us complain? Are they watching us smoke? What are they watching us doing? Because whatever our grandkids are watching us doing is what they are going to do. And I've spoken about this before, that genetics, when they talk about, oh, it's in my genes, you know what research is finding out now? Is that it's not so much in the genes as it is in mimicking the behavior of the person. If heart disease is in your family, or diabetes, or cancer, chances are good if they go back in time, it's from obesity or something in a behavior that the family is carrying down. So what behaviors are we carrying down? What behaviors are we showing to our grandchildren? And is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it fear of moving forward? What are these that our grandkids are picking up? Because we picked them up from our family and our grandkids are picking them up from us. And it's time that we stop these behaviors and turn it around for them. They don't deserve to have the shorter lifespan. They deserve to have the longer lifespan. They don't deserve to be on medication for their entire lives, is what they're trying to do to these children. They don't deserve it. So we need to stand in the gap. We need to take control of our lives. And we need to be the better example for the babies that are being born today. I say all of that out of love for each of you, out of love for your families. And you know what? I didn't know all of this. I learned all of this. And I'm just taking my education and putting it out there for you and whoever's listening on YouTube so that you know. Now you know. Make a change.